Hey everybody, I'm working on my buddy's 2006 Frontier, and it's got this cool 4.0 six-cylinder engine, the VQ engine. Very similar platform to 3.5 and 3.7. Um, Frankly, this is the second time I've actually opened this up. He was having some issues with the timing chain tensioners. I think everyone's probably heard about those. These guys here, and then he had a real bad issue before with this tensioner here, and this piece was like, it's separated from the metal piece and was flapping around. So I did that, and I must have messed something up because it actually showed an engine code afterward, and it said the code was P0021, which, if you look that one up, it's there for bank 2, which should be on the driver's side, and that means that the timing is too far advanced. And frankly, I thought I put this back together correctly. There's a certain timing marks that you can look at, and clearly I didn't. I actually did see an issue, so clearly I screwed it up, but it wasn't actually in bank 2. I've got it here on top dead center. You can see from the crank here that the water pump is, if you look at that Woodruff key there, it is lined up to the water pump mark, so it is on top dead center. And if you look at the line here, it is lined up with the indicator here, as well as this guy here. You can see that this timing mark here is coordinated to that little dot there. What's funny is that what is clear, though, is that I didn't do something right on the passenger side. If you look right here, it looks like it's off by like one tooth on the exhaust sprocket. You can see this one is like slightly angled to the left more, and it should be lining up there. The intake cam looks lined up there as well, or at least roughly lined up to this timing mark. But what I don't get is why would it show a P0021 for the driver's, for bank 2, which would be on the driver's side, whenever it has that? From what I've read, that cam sensor is really only looking at the intake cam phaser, which would be here if it was a P0021 or a P0011 if it was on the passenger side cylinder. So I'm a little confused, frankly, why, what the problem is, because everything looks lined up. Not sure if you ran into this issue before, but any help would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to dig back into this. I mean, obviously, I'm going to change this. Frankly, the car ran just fine. It made good power, but obviously, you can't get a car smog in California if it's got any engine codes at all, and rightfully so. So I'm going to get this fixed up. But if you've got any comments for me, I'd really appreciate it, because it'd be a real pain in the ass to have to get this thing back together and then have it show the same damn code. I do have an OBD scan tool, and it doesn't look like there's any sort of issue with the sensor. It is reading, and of course it says that it wasn't connected. It was that it was over advanced is what that code translates to. I don't know. Maybe you could help me. And also this one, what a shit design, man. Boy, I had a real pain in the ass getting off the timing cover, because this fucking bolt right there, man, this just doesn't lower down enough. It just comes in contact with the steering rack. What a terrible design. I ended up actually having to cut that bolt in order to get it out. And I'm going to replace it with a threaded rod and put a nut on there, because it is such a bastard. Sorry for the poor video quality, but I hope you can help me out. Again, this is just kind of a old project vehicle now because it doesn't pass smog. So help me out. Let's get this thing back on the road. Thanks so much for your time and your expertise.